Oof, okay. How's it going? Don't know why I'm going Scottish, but hey. Welcome everyone. We're gonna be streaming some City Skylines today a bit. Here after the work day. Let's see what is going on. Boop. With the YouTubes. Alright. So, welcome to Wheaton. You guys are seeing some stuff that was kind of constructed as well after the last episode. This is, of course, kind of our City Skylines, I guess not sandbox, because we do have a budget and we do have to keep in mind RICO needs and desires of our citizens of Wheaton here. But overall, it is creative, but also, you know, a good time. How's everyone doing? What's up, Pilot Guy and Owen? Okay. Let us get started. We're probably going to be doing some pretty standard detailing here, and I do want to maybe get some more advanced stuff done. I just want to make sure. Is my rail replacer mod not working? Or is that the default rail that's been there? Yeah, that's all default rail that I'll have to upgrade to this wonderful, finally highly detailed track there. Well, that's good, Ryan. Okay. All right. So, what mods am I using? I'm using a decent amount of mods. Things from, you know, prop line tool, plop the growables, prop it up. Pretty much a lot of the main ones, move it, and a lot of assets. I don't really have a collection made, probably to my own detriment, because if I end up losing any of these mods, that'll be a shame, because I might end up breaking the save in general. But I don't know. I always kind of tell people to go download Stricto's collections because he's better at maintaining it than I am. Alright. So, what I got here in Wheaton, I'll just do a little bit of an overview. We have some farmland and some light industrial stuff. We're trying to keep all the industries in the city with the actual industrial DLC. We have more farmland out near this kind of tip jutting out into the waterways, as you know, trying to keep that stuff there. I downloaded some cool new trains. Look at this. It's a 3-engine pulling in a whole bunch of freight coming through. This is a very American, probably, style train going through there. Now, these default stations are not long enough for these, so what'll happen is generally they'll just kind of pop out of existence. They can also sometimes turn around, but I'm still kind of figuring out some of the rail mods to try and get more believable rails in. And to be honest, I might end up getting rid of this depot completely. I just not a big fan of it. I might move the depot more towards this side just so we have more room for it, because trying to squeeze it through this hillside was something that wasn't very good. Should add some billboards near the sides of the tracks or something. Don't know. Don't know. I don't know if I have any billboard assets. Nah, I think I do. I actually have a decent amount. Never really bothered too much with billboard details. Large random animated billboard. Yeah. Okay. But the area that I kind of want to concentrate on, you can kind of see where all the detail is currently based on how thick the trees and foliage are in the area. So up north here, pretty well detailed out. And then as we move south, you can see that, you know, we just have a bunch of temporary things set up, right? So I zoned a lot of this, and we will end up getting rid of all this zoning kind of default buildings to generate us money and slowly replace it with like hand-plopped kind of main street details, such as these buildings here. Trying to keep things medium to low density. Alright, so first things first, we have a really high demand for residential right now. And I don't want too many more large apartment complexes going on, because you know we get a lot of these which do house a lot of people, but also at the same time they just take up large city blocks, and I'm enjoying the suburb look, so we'll try and maybe stick with that a bit here. So first things first, let's go ahead and start clearing out some of these old town blocks at a time, kind of come up with an area that we're going to be working in. So we'll probably work in these 2 city blocks initially. Kind of get this side laid out a bit. Now I'm going to see if I can squeeze an alleyway through here first. And the problem with doing this is generally there we go. YouTube will require your largest and most valuable residence for my own. What an honor it is for you. Yeah, require a shout out and comment. Yeah, no, can't do that for you, Raptor. I haven't built the Rat Pack streaming house yet. So, you know, when I get that and the land development needed, we will go ahead at that point decide on what to do. Let's see if I can do this without. I think there's a mod to get rid of crosswalks on all your streets, which is something that I am definitely interested into. It would be abandoned and on fire. It's not inaccurate. Okay. It's a bit of an alleyway here. Let's just grab a fence. Probably something pretty heavy to kind of block off this whole little area. That. Shrike, you don't get anything, I don't think. I have to reserve the second largest for Pinto. An ore industry. No, that's not what I want. I want something pretty solid. There we go. Some Japanese style, just solid cinder block stuff. That would be cool. Let's set a prop line tool here. And let's do fence mode. Linear fence fill. So we will kind of place that to there. Actually, this needs to be on this side, doesn't it? There we go. Quick little copy and paste. This road is net in a straight line. Now it's in a little bit of a straight line. You just want a hangar at the airport, Pala guy? I don't blame you. Let's just kind of... No, that's not going to work out. Let's cancel that and let's look for some ploppable asphalt stuff. Where's the... Where's my brush options for this? Is prop line tool broken? Okay, there it goes. There we go. No. I know I have... Okay, this fence is not working out. Don't like all the clipping through there. It's not very good. You get my inspiration from me? Oh, thank you, Dino guy. Let's just do decal. You know what? I'm gonna try and get some more separation from this fence. Try and make sure traffic stays clear of it a bit more. And hopefully people stop cutting through the fence. As much as possible, please, folks. As much as possible. Alright. Just angle that for a bit. Man, Shrike, you're trying to burn Raptor so much, but he builds beautiful Bob Ross inspired colleges, okay? I've seen it. We've all seen it. And he gave me a castle on top of a hill, so I can't talk smack to him too much. Maybe near the residence you can make a car park. Like just a actual parking lot. Because most of our business ops and things, they do have parking lots. It's actually a very important feature for Wheaton is for me to try and get a lot of these big open spaces filled in with parking lots. There we go. Let's get some puddles. Just some standard alleyway road wear. I haven't really been doing too many alleyways as of late. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and find some businesses to line in, and then we'll try and backfill it a little bit for cargo drop off. So let's get rid of this, go to growables, low density. This road curves. Okay, let's grab that building. Move it back a bit, because I'm probably going to try and square off the buildings a bit to the sidewalk. Just to create some depth on here. Let's So we wait for those to be kind of grown a bit. These slowly moved into place. Speed up time a bit, because this is kind of what it looks like if you don't hand place everything. I mean, everything kind of slowly bends together. A lot of these billboards are kind of overkill, so I try and end up getting rid of a lot of those types of stuff using Profit Up, which is something I'm gonna have to do on this one, such as billboard 3D variation go away. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Alright, now that I can actually see these things, and things don't instantly pop up because of one of my mods. Let's blend these together like that. A bit into there. This one, kind of want to keep another layer. These two structures can be built together. This one, and I think I need a corner building. I think that'll work. I'll just copy it down. Try and hide the Steinman logo again, because I can't have every building say that. Otherwise, then you're wondering, well, do the Steinmans own this town? Because they basically do at that point. Oh yeah, there's a nice little shopping district there. Have to get some asphalt placed. The grass is gonna show through though. Alright, let's just use this. It's, oh, no. A little too powerful. Size. Okay, that's not bad. Now, I just need to tell the traffic back here not to be used because that's not gonna work out. I just want freight back here. Freight and SOS. Because that will work just fine. Okay, there we go. Now we need some fences. Some props here for in between these areas. Definitely need to adjust the size depending on foot traffic though, because that's not great looking. There we go. I also need to make sure no one, well, I can allow parking in an alleyway, I think. I think that'll be just fine. Let's find another fence type to use. Just for variety's sake. And not every single one of these would have a fence, just some. Alley parking for all my alley businesses. Yeah. Well, you know, you want some employees to kind of park out back here. I have to think of something to do with the street, though. That's a really wide path here, which is a little jarring because you're like, well, the road goes this way. Why do the buildings now hug it? I didn't figure that out. Let's find just some more decals. Generally, the spot's kind of at the edges of buildings. Those kind of hard to reach cleaning areas are where most of the stains and issues are going to be. Add some puddles. Maybe right up against the walls, fences. Get some ins and outs here. Maybe some tire marks going through. Not terrible. Then, I don't know, just trash cans. Actual trash itself. Okay. that one flickering light pole that just kind of hangs out in a dark alleyway. Gotta have that. I'm alright, Booga Booga. How are you? Then... yeah, I was hoping that would work. Oh. Angle some of these because it kind of just makes the alleyway look a little crooked from the decals. Okay, I think that works out fine. We'll do a row of trees kind of along the fence here just to kind of cover it up because trees work wonders like that as space fillers and hide some ugly bits that you don't want some other people to potentially see in your work. Okay, and I just need another fence here. Just do something like that. That's not terrible. It's a little worrisome how many people are walking through here, though. I wonder if I can turn that off. I don't think I can for foot traffic, which is a little disappointing. Well, that's fine. Okay, we got that. Now I need some more homes kind of back in here a bit. This is kind of right by the high school in another park. Got some crime issue going on. So let's check out our crime. I think we're fine. All fine and dandy. Education. Not that great. I mean, we only have one high school. We don't have any universities. We do have 2 elementary schools, which is good. How's our healthcare? Healthcare looks fine. These people are a little not so much, but that's just because they're next to our temporary landfills. I need to kind of fix that a bit. Same thing with death care. We only have 1 crematorium, but we can kind of mess with that later. Fire coverage. We only have 1 fire station. So it might be good to have another one out here. I don't want it directly near the high school though, because that could interrupt your class studies. So we'll avoid that. I think just more homes, because we are short on homes. Growable. Homes. Ooh, what's this? I did download some more assets and props and things. Like, I think I have the New England kind of townhouse props, which are pretty good. Could make some nice row homes. In fact, let's do that here. So let's make some custom row homes. These will take a little while to build just from the Is there an opposite one? No, they're pretty much the same. Yeah, we'll just do that. Because I think it's currently like 2 a.m. in our save right now, and 2 a.m. kind of means nothing gets built. Like you can see, like even with our time kind of sped up here, nothing's building because of one of my mods that I have. This kind of simulates time a little bit more. So I have some townhomes through here. I could curve it around. I feel like these styles kind of clash. Now let's keep it small town, right by the high school, I would say. There we go, nice big old home. Another one. Some of these are probably too fancy to really fit this section so close to an alleyway, but we'll have to see kind of how they're working out once they're grown. Let's do that one. Just kind of shift this over. Right hand. Where's Wheaton based in? Kind of just small town America. So, I mean, I technically live near a Wheaton here in outside of DC. And so I'm kind of basing that off of a little bit of my hometown, plus kind of just like small-ish outskirts of cities. So, you know, they have a couple solid strips and some nice modern-ish apartments, some really old school kind of buildings as well. Oh, there's a Wheaton near you. Nice. Let's put that one there and that one there. Alright, so now these homes are starting to spring up, and I'm not going to go into crazy detail, especially in the suburbs. I will add trees and things to kind of make it look like it's maybe more detailed than it is, but I'm not going to detail everyone's backyards. I'm not going to bother. It's not something that I really enjoy doing. I enjoy maybe detailing like alleyways like this some more, but the backyards and things, you know, I can add fences and stuff, but not much more than that. fact, for these townhomes, I'm going to add a fence network for them. What kind do I want, though? Oh, this kind's fine. So we'll kind of do this a bit. And then we'll just split them up. Probably based off of building more so than anything else. So yeah, I'm fine with like detailing just walls, but anything else is a little meh. I don't know if I really like that wall though. I mean, from above it looks fine, I guess. Looks a little run down for my liking, but that just could be from the coloration more so than anything. And if we add some trees, we can hide most of this anyways. All right, there we go. Sparse trees. So like a couple decent sized ones, some variety, a little bit, but now let's switch to some smaller, thinner trees. I'm gonna cover up some of these exit points of the home as well. Yeah, I think that'll work out a little bit. Wonder if I have a shed or a. Do I have a garage asset? Oh, I do. That could be cool. Kind of just merge this into the back of this home. Kind of like that. Definitely have a lot more dumpster assets than I thought I did too. Get some pallets on here too. I don't know what some of these buildings are, but you know, they're gonna ship goods and stuff. Supply maybe. What's this? I wonder if I can get this kind of inside of a building, kind of like this. Like a little wall ad. Could be cool. Whoa, man, that guy's just cutting through everything there. Yeah, Silent Knight, how's it going, sir? Let's do some brass decals too. Just to give some more kind of variety. Just from above. And a disco as well. Tired, partially frozen, the usual. Oh, wow. Sounds like a great time. Let's do some trees through this area. Why is there a giant fern? Not a big fan of that. So normally I would kind of just remove it, but I'm gonna try and just kind of cover it up a bit. Alright, we got those. Let's do maybe some taller singular trees here. Let's get rid of that one. And that one for maybe this. See, I think I have a concrete decal that I can use for driveways. Always bugs me to have a home kind of ungrounded to the road a bit, you know? Let's do, I think I have a sidewalk one, right? Yeah, pavement. So we'll get that. We'll get this. One kind of connected, that one kind of comes with it. Okay, there we go. Just quick 3 little blocks, 32 or even 60. Yeah, I have 64 gigs of RAM. My full PC specs are actually in the About section of my YouTube channel, if you're curious about everything else. But yeah, I have 64. Okay. Not terrible. Let's get some trees placed along this. I think I'm using one of those. So I think that's this. Am I right on that? Nope. Not that. It's one of the end ones then. Nope. Nope. What the heck? What is this? Don't know. Copy and paste for the win. Boop, 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 boop. And just like that. Real quick to add that in there. And now I need to think of how to fill these areas in a bit more. Because that's a really wide street, don't you think? Like I'd align it with some trees, do some plazas, maybe some outdoor seating, because these are all kind of commercial, restaurant-y kind of stuff. Parking spots there. Yeah, I could do some parking spots. I don't think I really... Usually I try and keep the buildings a little bit closer to the sidewalk, just so I don't have to do too much work. Let's kind of create some plaza settings for some of these. So let's find some good, cool decals to use. Like this building here kind of makes me think like it's a little bit of a restaurant type vibe. So do something like that. Kind of fence it this off a bit so they have some outdoor seating. How's some plain cobblestone look? A little iffy on the plain cobblestone. These look terrible for some reason. That might work. Or I can just do... Let's do individual sidewalk kind of stuff. And then I can hopefully get some plants and like maybe some thin like fences and some chairs and planters through here. Street vendors. I think I have a whole lot of those things, to be honest. Food. I'm gonna have some. Ooh, I could kind of make a farmer's market kind of thing with these tents. Like maybe this store has this big plaza for a farmer's market every now and then. And by every now and then, I mean every day now, because these don't go away. Do I have any other tents? Do you want a fancy sidewalk along the street that is separate from this area? I don't know. Let's see what I can think of market-wise. Ooh, look, some cool little stalls here. These are a little too repetitive. And I can do like something like this and then put a cover over it. Look at that. Let's do props. little too organized of a stall area. So let's try and move this a bit. So they probably want sidewalk first. It's probably the most important thing. So these guys will probably be rotated kind of more outwards to kind of draw in people. And then we can maybe do a backfill of this. Let's try like making a combined tent. Don't do that. Like sometimes it makes me happy when there's variety every time I place it, but also sometimes not so much. Look at that. Boom. I think I need to rotate this one 180 though to make some sense. There we go. That's pretty cool. Flea market. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it's a farmer's market because I don't have any sort of food. But yes, it's definitely more of a flea market than a farmer's market. I concur. That is most likely true. Let's do some decals, right? So I'm sure this is probably a pretty worn down area over the years. Okay, and a fence, just something low, like it's set up on a whim. Just to kind of control the flow of people a little bit more. Okay, in the meantime, let's get some more sidewalks or something. Path, nope. I need anarchy is on. It's been a little while. I'm trying to figure out mods again here. Let's do find road tool. No, find road anarchy. There we go. Control A, yeah. Control C, I think. So anarchy is on. For some reason it wants to demolish all my buildings, which shouldn't be happening. Oh well. I swear I spend most of my time just straight up looking for decals or stuff getting lost within all these modern assets. Because unlike Planet Coaster, I don't know what I'm looking for half the time in this game. So you guys have to kind of bear with me a bit when it comes to that. Oh. There we go. I don't like that looks though. I want just like a good plain section of concrete. That would be good, but let's just try this. And then planters. Isn't that terrible? This one, we can do like planters on the corners. Cool. That looks good. Three days to go for the Space Engineers patch. Yep, finally launching out of early access, finally adding ladders back to the game. Hashtag most requested feature finally returns. Just teaser videos of old. Oh please! If they don't add ladders with that update, I'm pretty sure everyone will just refund the game. They're like, oh, nope, it's over. It was fun while it was lasted, but hashtag ruined. Let's do decal. I do like this tile, but I don't know if this is going to end up fitting anywhere. Screw it. Don't try, you'll never know. Need something to go along the side of it though. Otherwise it's just not gonna look right, I don't think. You might be able to use this. Yeah, something like that. I just line these up like so. See any cool benches that they got here? And there's some. Planter. Go back. Do this. No. Shrub. Hot. I don't know, are these, is this just looking too nice maybe for the area? I think those are. These potted plants are a little overkill. See if we can't find like a little wrought iron fence for this thing though. Might have something. How's that look? Not too bad. Boop. Boop. Not terrible. This one's I'm probably gonna try and leave plain. I might just do planters the rest of the way. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. It'll kind of start, say, like here against the building, and then we're just gonna do one like kind of like that. Get a low bush in here to kind of fill in maybe some denser elements, and then just a taller tree. What's a tall, thin tree I can use? Nah. Too tall. Nope. 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 Definitely not. I mean, this might work. Okay. So we got some interesting stuff going on there, and now down here, let's switch to buildings a bit more. We can get maybe a new fire station because we need it. Let's see, what kind of fire station do I have up here? I know I got one. I know I have one. It's around here somewhere. Where the heck did it go? Okay, there it is. Okay, yeah, we have kind of the standard modern one. I like this one. A decent amount there. So we'll go ahead and just get this lined up. Bit, something like that. What other services are we lacking? We only have one police station, but our crime... Well, no, we have two. Our crime rate's like really good. Healthcare, we got 2. Death care, what kind of healthcare stuff do I got? Nothing too crazy. Education. Don't know. Gonna have to figure this one out. So I'll rework this commercial area and these, but for the time being, I'm gonna get rid of all the other ones. They just need to go. I'm gonna get rid of all the default kind of buildings here like this. This is really gonna drastically affect our Ryko, but that's fine. Holy cow! Are they having a party at the fire station here? They're throwing a bonanza? Oof. Now, I probably could get away with some of these default homes that kind of sprung up. Like really, I would just have to add a bunch of trees to them. But I think I'll just continue kind of replacing blocks and stuff. So let's start going through this area by this park. I do like these homes. Maybe we can line the park with some of these row homes here. And let's use... here. Now I want to check something because I think last time I was playing I had this interesting issue where my roads weren't putting down building grids, but it looks like it's kind of fixed itself. This is on your brunch. Your FD doesn't have that. What? I don't know what you're getting at there, pilot guy. Oh, fire department. There we go. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I got it. Don't worry. We just have a person hanging out with their dog. I mean, look at that dog. It's just chilling out here. It's you know, going in for a ride. It just rides around town. Good old local dog. kind of waiting for that to grow. Angle this like so. Speed up time a whole bunch. Let's try and get some different homes in here too. These always kind of just look quaint. This will do. Something like this. Try and stagger them a little bit, just for variety's sake. And here we'll do something like this. I'm just gonna get a street through here. For some on-site parking. Actually, I wonder if I can upgrade this to the parking one. I think just like this thing here. And then place those homes back down. There we go. Let's add the actual parking spaces now. These are angled. I don't really like angled parking spots, but you know what? For this one, why not? And then in the middle, I'll kind of leave plain there a bit. All right. World's fastest development ever seen here, guys. So all at once, boom, buildings. Oof. Unlucky with the roof colors, but also somewhat lucky at the same time because I can use move it and switch these buildings around. So I'm just gonna do that. And it all works out. So yeah, not the most pretty apartments in the world. I mean, let's face it, the model is great looking, but you know, definitely more of a utilitarian housing section. Right there. These ones, they have little walls already, which is pretty impressive. Let's see if I can't get these corners to line up a little bit better. There we go. This house is just a little too crazy with its foliage. So we're gonna have to cut this one back. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of the bench. Go ahead and get rid of your long hedge. Get rid of all your trees because they just don't work. Yeah, the rest of the fence, your table sets, old fence. There we go. Now it can be moved around a bit. Just a bit more. Can't believe my population's only 5,146. That's a really small town for how much area there is. Like, this is way bigger than my hometown that I grew up in, but my hometown was only 3,000 people. This isn't that much bigger, which is a little shocking to me, to be honest. Starting to fill in the area decently well, though. So we have those. Let's get some more homes placed out this way. Trying to keep some variety, though. You know, the farther away we get, the more sparse the homes will probably be as well. And maybe they also kind of, you know, gain in size a bit, maybe have a bigger yard. Doesn't mean that rule has to be followed either, though. Gotta see how this all turns out. Maybe move some things around by hand too. Not terrible. I don't think I've used this home yet. It's a little duplex type building. Oh, looks like we're finally getting some more industry needs, which is cool. Now, I am thinking, in the long run, I do want to kind of bisect the town a little bit with a train kind of coming through here at an angle. I think that'll give it a little bit more of a dynamic feel. And if I could do that, maybe not like an extreme angle, but like definitely like this through here. And if I can do that right, I can have an industrial area down here and more depot-like elements for the train routes. Look at that train. Nice long one. And then we can do the third farm area too. Because I kind of wanted a trifecta of farms. And then maybe some other industries out this way as well. In fact, if I kind of look at resources, farms are kind of the best thing for this region and this map. But a little bit of a forestry section, it wouldn't hurt anyone, I don't think. How's some of our other needs doing? How are we on electricity? Looks fine. How are we doing on water? We're about halfway through our total availability. Our sewage lake here. So slowly gaining the constant supply and starting to overflow a bit. I wouldn't mind a proper sewage treatment plant right there though. People definitely take up some space. Shops always take up more room than I think they will. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I also have hopefully some more realistic household sizes, or at least I tried to. Like these. I don't know if there's anything that I can really do about this to replace some of these. Would be good though if I could. Still need to fix my traffic issue here, but right now traffic isn't even an issue in the town. Like the only reason I have traffic issues here is I really don't know, actually, at all. I don't know why they stop here instead of just going straight blitz through. Like this side goes pretty well through there. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, wow. It feels like I actually have people moving with vehicles for once. Normally, it's just a mass of people walking around. And I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of a bus route set up, too. Alright, how do these buildings turn out? Decent. I'm just going to have to mess with the spacing a bit by hand. Try to make the density pretty close together, because if you actually go down like suburbs, some of these yards and homes are pretty close. And then they just have a lot of trees in between them as well. Always kind of surprising how many trees and things you get to see. This is a little overkill, I would say, with the trees. This spot here. So if I get rid of like maybe the live oak tree, might help. Because it's just a giant tree. I'm fine with a bit of color. Just making sure that's not going to affect anything over here too, because that changes every one of those homes on the map. Nope. Okay. Looks like it didn't really change anything. It's good. Any area you guys would like to see in Wheaton? Or any mods and assets you would like to see as well? Definitely don't hesitate to ask. Plenty of parking through there. Alright, let's just get some some trees planted. Now, in these type of areas, I try and make a bit of a forest. Or, you know, a spot that's a little bit more dense in the middle of all these backyards, and then, you know, I kind of work my way out. Kind of like that. Could even get some grass through here. If you've ever been to some suburbs, these kind of backwoody areas, kind of just unclaimed property almost, or they all kind of share a section of it, and it's a good dumping ground for, like, you know, picking up leaves and stuff. Don't like these really tall trees, sadly. There a dog park yet? Yep, we got a dog park. Let me find it real quick. It should be right. It's in one of these parks. Where the heck is it? I know we have one. It's not there. Where the heck did I place that thing? Because I thought it had like a little path around it. Here it is. Yeah. Here's our little dog park, or at least one of them. Yeah, It's kind of connected to this plaza area and up to here, which this needs concrete put back. There we go. Man, now lost track of my town there for a second. This road might have a couple homes. Lots of room for running? Yeah. I mean, that's actually one of the default kind of parks in the game. Surprisingly. I'll leave the oak tree there. Yeah, I mean, like, it has some changes to it. Like, I think I stripped out... Oh god, did I lose it again? Yeah, so I changed the grass texture of it, so it's a little bit more lush than the default. I got rid of some of the default trees, which I still need to get rid of some of the other ones. Let me do that, actually. Come on. There we go. Default trees are ugly. Get out of here. And that actually kind of opened it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. A little bit of a shade area, you know. Got to keep your dogs from overheating and stuff. And then a little bit of a kid's playground next to it. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of Wheaton here? I think it's coming together. It's a slow process, but we're going to get there, I think. I'm sure some of you really want to, like, proper downtown area. I mean, this is technically the downtown area, but it's about as far as it goes, about as tall as it goes. No one's in school. Ryko's still just screaming for more residential, so I can oblige that. Let's get rid of this and replop this down because it's not giving me any sort of grid to plop things to, which is frustrating. Okay, let's get some little homes like that out there. Maybe something like this one, just to like round the corner a bit. I just want to select some trees, get rid of some of these. Nice town for sure. Looks like I would have some good places to eat on a day trip. Yeah. I think so, though some of it is pretty run down looking. Like, I think this whole street is kind of a little bit like the old main street. And then as you go this way, I want it to be kind of the newer part of town. Maybe like the the dynamic of the town kind of shifted over time. That's why it gets a little bit nicer here. Because it's close to the school, and land value here is probably a little bit higher than here. And then they're trying to maybe, like, you know, add some new apartments in this area to kind of kickstart it again because there's a nice park, you know. Little story elements that really don't matter, but can kind of drive what you're doing. Get some of these in here. Homes might be getting a little too big, but I have to kind of wait and see. Especially for the size of the yard these things have. Maybe we can, no, not shotgun houses, not those. Those are a little too small. Hipsters moved in to ruin everything. Darn kids. Maybe a couple compound almost looking homes through there would be good. Ooh, I forgot to download this. These are some nice little apartments. Could do a little string of them. Maybe on this side. Okay. Wow. We are not getting a whole lot of population. It's slow going. I mean, I think we were growing the quickest when I was placing these high density apartments down. But even that, they don't give a crazy amount. I mean, I guess they're the equivalent of 12 homes, but that's really not a lot for how big they are. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that train. 2 trains back to back. I feel like you wouldn't normally drive 2 trains back to back like that. Holy cow. How about that's a big boy. Right there. That was a giant one. A lot of freight coming in. Into town and getting shipped out. How much is that doing? No idea. Let's check the actual industrial area and see where these guys are getting most of their money. So they're not importing anything. So that's a good sign at least. So these guys are pretty self-sufficient. Let's come back over here. Oh my goodness, we just have some more subscribers. Thanks for subscribing, guys. These guys, they are using some imports, it seems. Which is a little surprising, but they could be importing from the other area. Like this large field could be exporting it to over here a bit. Because this has a lot more farmland. This has a little bit more animal land, so. I'm gonna have to kind of work on its back road a little bit more. Because right now, all the industrial area, like they had to come across this bridge. They go like halfway through to here, get off the interstate, come around this bend, which looks good, you know, and then they turn off here and either go into this area for, you know, these, or they go out and around back. So like they do this giant U shape just to get over here. Not very efficient. Bit of an issue. That'll probably need to be reworked in general at some point. And really, I'm kind of thinking about reworking this whole interchange, because this is a default one that kind of came with the map, and it's pretty, but not very utilitarian. So I might just try and cut this off a little bit more sharply. I don't know. I just want to keep maybe growing the town over into this direction first, though. Though I don't want to go too far at this point. It might be good to think about that railroad now. So let's do that. Let's get some buildings and get rid of all of these. These are all temporary anyways. Yeah. What is this? I don't know what this is. What is that? I don't know. I'm not gonna delete that building though. Let's leave it. I think that's a service building of some kind. Okay. No, wrong button. I keep doing that. But this is a clinic. Just for now, I'll move it over here. What's up, Mr. Benjamin Fair? How's it going, Mr. Wonderful? Okay, we're short on water now all of a sudden? Or are these guys just out of range? They're just out of range. Okay. So, railroad. Here we go. So I do have the railway placer mod here. As you can see, it gives us much better looking rails. There's a bunch of more rail options. Things like this. This is gravel with wood. This is kind of packed concrete. Kind of railway segments. We got double rails, we got single one-ways, electrified, some of them aren't. Some really fancy bridge work. So I need to figure out where it needs to go. So first things first is let's put a station. We need to find a cool station for cargo. How does this building look? This is like a little cargo transfer station. little small. Now, I did like the look of this one a lot. The only issue is, for some reason, the mod doesn't affect the rail on it. And so you're kind of stuck with the default rail. So I need to keep kind of finding something that works. A double track cargo station. And that's definitely big enough. The building's just kind of lame. To be honest. And I spent a long time trying to find some cool cargo stations, but I never really found one that I liked. This, though, this might work. Does it go all the way through? It does. Can I get the rail out this side? Oh, I can. That's pretty good. That looks pretty proper. I missed some houses that needed water. Oh, yeah, you're right. Boom. Water. Let there be water. All right, so I would like come through here, maybe parallel with this road here, then a nice gentle curve. Probably close to 90, so I'll probably plop that here. So let's get rid of this. And we'll plop that there. Just like that. Actually, I need to change. Does this let me change the rail? So I want train cargo track. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. Oops. Oh no, it does. It does, good. Cool. So that means I'm kind of wasting a lot of money buying this thing and selling it over and over, considering it's 60,000 each time I do it. So I need let's actually make some yeah, let's do wood with concrete here. There we go. Ooh. Why is it doing that? What's up with this? This whole issue. I mean, I might be able to fix that with an asphalt. To be honest. Okay. realign this 90 degrees to there. Just kind of plop it there. Where'd my decals go? Decal. Okay, they're gone. Redo. The decals. Okay, and from a distance it's not really noticeable, so that works out. And then let's grab some trees, get rid of these. Just like that. I don't think this is far enough. I don't think this is far enough at all. Because if I want to have a proper train yard, I think it has to go out to like here. So this might have to be pushed back again. Oof. See, now it loses all its, the more I move it, the less concrete it has. That's strange. So let's do something like this. Out to here. And then actually buy this grid so that we can look at it. There we go. Down a bit. Yep, basically like that. Redo the asphalt one last time. I think this is going to be our final position for realsies. Okay. There we go. Now I can actually make a bit of a train yard. Let's go ahead and grab probably a two-way. Do I want electrified rails? Yeah, I think I do. So let's find a two-way electrified here. Those were station rails back there, so. I wonder if I can extend the station by using the station rails, to be honest. Let's just see what it does. Oof. I have no clue what that does. Let's try it out the back here. Nodes. So like make it really long. This cross though kind of implies that it's not going to really work. So I don't think it will. Anyways, let's grab some actual railway. Electrified. This is a two-way. That is starting to fly for some reason. All right. Let's go say 25 units. About a 130-degree turn here. And do 25 units. And from there, 20. 20. Hey, Light Blue Steve, how are you? Okay, so we can get a little bit of a rail yard here, I think. This angle is a little sharp, I think. Not 100% sure on that though. Actually, I wanted to hit this side, didn't I? Like go there, gently curve. Yeah, let's rework this a bit. So let's do this. Let's get rid of all these stupid snap points. No node snapping at all. There we go. I want it like right like that. And then I want it to cross this road here at like a 90-degree angle. Just like that. And then that to join to here. Just needs to go across that road at an angle. Run back parallel to this road. Okay, not bad. think if something has a catenary? I don't know. I don't know train terminology all that well. I think I know that angle is good if it does. So I think that's a good sign that your slopes are pretty well angled. Now, of course, I don't want one in the middle of the road here, so please just teleport away. Thank you. Okay. So if I can run a train line through here, across town. That'll be good. And I might have to make. I'll either have to raise the railroad tracks, which generally wouldn't happen on this flat of a terrain, unless I just raise the whole thing and just put it up 100% on bridges over the town. Or I can get the road to go underneath of it. Not quite sure, to be honest. I'll probably have to lower the road. If I'm a betting man, that's probably what I'll have to do. So try and get these freaking things to space out. Yeah, that's fine. I think I can technically manually place them too. I think I have that asset. Not bad. I mean, some people might be like, why didn't you just run the train tracks through here and then down? Like, that would be a little bit more logical, but I'm not a logical person when it comes to this game. I tend to just kind of build. Didn't say it was good. Just... Pretty. Thanks, Shrek. I have a feeling these tracks are just going to go away. And I will do a different connecting point up ahead. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Like, why is it curving this way? Why didn't I just do this and out? What's the point of keeping it in town for so long? I don't think there is one. It doesn't make sense. So doing that, I think will just be better. Oh man, the decisions that you don't get in speed builds really show up on live streams. Okay, let's try and get this to be a little bit more like that. Come on, node. Move this out to here. Get this node close to the train tracks. This node needs to straighten out a bit. Never liked that junction. Like this, I lost the 90 degree that I wanted across that road. Sense either. Let's do let's go straight like this, cross this out to here, and then connect there. Get that to bend bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see. If I expand this a bit, just start going down. Grab this, upgrade it to a bridge. To about there. grab us a new avenue. That's not right. Why is that not right? There we go. Hey, Star Lords, how's it going? I am streaming. Would you look at that? I'm doing a thing that I occasionally do. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's bring this side back up. Let's grab, should be a bridge here and upgrade that. It's not really tall enough. What other cool ones do we have though? Like what's this? What's this one look like? Ah, wow, industrial. Okay. Let's raise this up a bit. Try and recenter it a bit. Raise this track piece up a bit. Yuck. Yuck. How about that? Nope, the lower truss kind of gets in the way. How about Swiss arch bridge? I don't know, the generic one looked fine. Generic elevated railway with a green paint scheme. Nah, the Swiss one is too much. You're doing a relaxing, enjoyable thing, which I am enjoying after a stressful Monday. Oh, I'm happy. I'm actually pretty well relaxed, surprisingly, for a Monday. Usually that's kind of a tough day for me as well. Alright, let's just raise the road up a bit. There we go. Here too. Okay. Vodka? Oh wow. So cars can run into it. No, no, no. I don't know. I don't know. Question is that tall enough? I don't think so. I'm gonna make this just like a hair taller. And then these two nodes like a hair taller. Kind of make up for it. And then these two nodes a bit taller again. This one and this one. Let's just connect this up with just a straight on T-junction. Would be good. Yeah, I think that's plenty tall now. So let's get some, hopefully some pillars. Let's see, do I have any cool pillars to use here? Question is, if I sink this down, oh wow, okay, I can't. Why can't I not select that at all? If I sink this down, is it gonna? Oh yeah, it doesn't. Good. This is really old school pillar work. There we go. That's reminiscent of my hometown right here. Then one more kind of right where it joins into the side right there. Okay. Not bad. Make this just a hair longer. Let's smooth the terrain a bit too. Jasper's loud. Good old Nat Cat doing his thing. Okay. Corpus Christi, Texas. I don't know what that means. Besides Texas. Land of the big hats. Everything else I'm kind of fine with just crossing the street. Ooh, you know what? I wonder, do I have a crossing? I do. I do. When did I add the parking lots? Talking about all these? A wild time, you know, yeah, the good old times. See the Skylines on your PS4? Oh, I'm sorry for your pain. Do I have any open ones? Doesn't look like it. Oh, wow. I think maybe for this one we'll do long. And these buildings are temporary, so I'm not overly worried about it. better than it on the Switch? I mean, I think it would be about the same. I mean, really, it's just the console version doesn't have any mods, making it inferior. I have a cotton candy cart. Why didn't I see this earlier when we were doing a market? The market needs cotton candy. It's no scone cart, but you know, it will suffice. Where's my market thing again? There we go. Cotton candy. A public community pool would be cool too. Just kind of want to see what that model looks like. Let's try this again, game. What does the community pool look like? Oh! Best pool. Look at that. Crystal clear water for days. So these are the wires. These are like Swiss versions. And I think these are the ones that we're using. Unless we're using different ones. I don't think so. Those. Okay. They actually kind of managed to get a decent amount placed automatically, so I don't have to fill in too many. That's good. Okay. I think we're about done with today's stream though. We made some progress with City Skylines. I want to stream a lot more City Skylines, just live, building with you guys, hanging out. I think it's a little bit more chill that way, and really I get about the same amount done regardless. We got a few blocks in here, kind of worked and completed. You know, little set of commercial homes. Not commercial homes, but commercial. A little bit of a flea market outside as well. Some benches, some different things. Alleyway work. Very light detailing. Again, I don't go overly crazy, but I do add a little bit just to make it little flavor here and there. That's definitely something I want to keep doing. If you guys want to see more Planet Coaster, well, this isn't Planet Coaster, but if you want to see more Planet Coaster or more City Skylines, you can definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm probably, in general, going to be streaming a lot more. Either here or on Twitch. I don't quite know yet on which site that I want to do this on. I'll probably be bouncing back and forth a decent amount. So if you guys don't know, I do have a Twitch channel. You can follow me there. And yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in the next stream